Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, March the 25th. All right, I hope you guys are doing well today. And also, angel number 2 and 5 could be very significant. You may not be seeing it like just today in general, like you could be seeing it in like throughout the whole month, right? Or like the last couple of days, right? Even angel number 7, because 5 and 2 equals 7, so 777 could also be very significant for some of you that are either born on specific days that lead up to life path number 7. That's also significant, but let's jump into it. All right, let's see what you need to know. Okay, let's not waste any time. All right, I hope you guys are doing well today. Okay, I hope you guys are feeling well, doing well. Okay, you guys are healthy, you guys are strong, you guys are wealthy, whether this is mentally, physically, okay, whatever it is, okay, because you don't have to be, physically rich. You could be, spiritually and mentally rich, right? And money can't buy that. Okay, I mean, let's be real. Money cannot buy a lot of things. It cannot buy dignity, it cannot buy class, it cannot buy morals, all right? And it definitely cannot buy integrity when it comes to, what you feel is right to you. You know what I mean? So, take what resonates with that. But yeah, let's see what you guys need to know. All right, so universe, source, divine, spirit, please protect and guide the collective at this time. Give them clarity and understanding about their journey or what they need to know in general that they could be dealing with, or the circumstances that are happening right now around all of us at this time. What do we need to know at this moment? What is the collective and soul tribe? What do they need to know for March 25th? What messages and clarity do you have for them at this time? Thank you. All right, guys, so we have rejection, all right? Now, this could be your energy or other people's energy, but there's something about either you're rejecting something at this time or you may feel like you're being rejected at this time. Now, we always talk about rejection is protection, right? Whether this is you that's doing the rejection or someone else that's doing the rejection. And a lot of times people think that it's being petty saying that. Like, say you rejected somebody and, you're saying to yourself, rejection is protection. They may look at it like, the opposite, like, oh, okay, well, this person doesn't want to talk to me, or they don't like me, they don't this, they don't that. And that's not the case. It's just that you guys are not tolerating or dealing with foolishness, you know what I mean? Like foolishness and toxicity. So there's something about that where you are rejecting people who are low vibrational or just not on the same path as you when it comes to like what you feel and how you think. And when I say the same path as you, I don't mean about how much money you have, what car you drive, where you live. That's material, okay? Material can come and go at any moment, okay? But your intuition, your, soul, your mind frame, your mental, that is something that you grow, you build, and you maintain. That is something that you cannot buy, okay? So when it comes to rejection, even if you are feeling rejected at this time, that's okay. Things change, okay? Things can change, right? There's certain things that happen to us on our path. As much as we don't understand why it's happening because there are certain circumstances that we are not supposed to deal with, right? So take what resonates with this, right? This could be anything. This could be friendship groups. This could be family. This could be jobs. This could be anything, right? So take what resonates when it comes to that. Okay, love, right? Love is very significant. Yeah. So when it comes to love, maybe you may feel rejected. Okay. Now, this is an internal thing for whoever is working on this aspect of themselves in their life. Because again, this is a collective reading. Not everybody may feel like this. But even in love, you may have felt rejected. You may have felt like, people don't care about you. They don't love you the way that you truly do for other people, right? Even when it comes to your love, you may have rejected people because you were protecting your heart as well, right? Because maybe you guys see certain things that you just don't like, and that's okay. I find it very crazy when people do something wrong to the collective, whatever that is, okay? Because we all have feelings, okay, guys? We are allowed to feel how we feel, right? But at the same time, it's like people act delusional sometimes, right? They do something wrong to the collective. They pretend like they didn't do it. The collective brings it up. They still pretend like it never happened. A few days or weeks pass by, they go back to the same pattern, and, the collective rejects them. Like that dynamic. And when you stand in that and you choose yourself, so even unconditional love is significant. It's like even you choosing yourself is significant. That's unconditional love. That's self-love, right? Even when it comes to people around you, being very selective of who and what and when and where you give your unconditional love to. Okay, so take what resonates with that too. That could be significant. Okay, we also have hunger. Now, some of you guys may have a hunger, a drive, okay, about you when it comes to what it is you're doing. Maybe you're building something. This could be a project. This could be an interest, a hobby. This could be even a job, right? But whatever it is that you're building, there's something about hunger that is significant. Even when it comes to like love as well, like again, I don't do a lot of love readings, so this doesn't have to be romantic only. Like I said, this could be friendship, family, and things like that. You may feel hunger for love, okay? And this could be dates. This could be, going out with people that genuinely do love the same things you love as well. That hunger, when you're craving like intimacy, but it's people that are wanting to go deep. And I mean like intellectually, right? Some of you guys want to be around people like this. Like you want to be around people who are always learning, always growing, always, moving forward, never stagnant. Even if they're in the same situation that they're in right now, there's still growth. You know what I'm saying, guys? It's like living in the same neighborhood for years, but you've grown in that neighborhood. You've done a lot of things in that neighborhood. You've accomplished a lot in that neighborhood. That kind of hunger. You want to be around people who want to go within. They want to talk about their childhood. They want to talk about what they've dealt with their parents. It's not talking about it because you want to gain information and use it against people. We are the ones that connect with people on a deep level. And we're the ones that get, dismissed in a sense, whatever that situation is for you. This could be, you wearing your heart on your sleeves and people using that against you, right? Take whatever resonates, right? But there's something about hunger that is very significant. Okay, guys, let's see what else shows up. Ooh. The color yellow could also be very significant too. Like there's something about, maybe wearing the color yellow, right? Eating things that are yellow too. That could be very significant too. But we have success, right? So yeah, there's something about success, moving forward, right? Being able to shine, being able to illuminate your light at this moment, being determined as well, focusing on your success. That is also the hunger as well. So whatever that success is for you, this could be a new home, a new job, okay, a new situation, right? But we also have peace, right? So whatever hunger that you guys are feeling, you guys are moving towards success and you guys are moving towards peace, which is also calmer waters. Okay, so take what resonates with that as well. But that energy is showing up where you would prefer to choose peace over a cycle of going through something over and over, being repetitive. And I've always mentioned this in the last few days in my messages where you guys are moving towards peace. If other people do not want to accept how you feel in a situation, you really don't care because you prefer peace over chaos and insanity. You guys are releasing that. Yeah, surrender. Like you've surrendered to peace, whatever that is. If that is you removing yourself from the situation and, you going in nature, going within, then yeah, it's like some of you guys are tired of maybe repeating yourself over and over, sounding like you're being redundant. Okay, always saying the same thing to the same people, that obviously should know you the most. So there's also this energy where it's like there's strangers that treat you better than the people that actually know you, which is messed up, but it's facts, right? sadness at the bottom of the deck, right? So even when it comes to like energies around you, there's people around you that may feel sad because they feel rejected in your energy. But like I'm saying, like you guys are seeing certain things that other people may not see, right? Like you guys see a lot of things that, you know, you basically pick up on a lot of things that other people don't pick up on. And that is why you will look like the crazy one out of everybody, because you guys are seeing things that everybody is either sleeping on it, or they see it and they're ignoring it, or they see it and they just don't care because it's not happening to them and it doesn't affect them. You know, like who cares, right? There's people like that out there, and you're aware of this, right? You see this. So 1010 is significant when it comes to you guys coming home to yourself. Okay, so take what resonates with that. That's confirmation. All right, the number 10, even when it comes to career and success, is significant. Okay, 10th house energy, right? 10th house talks about career success. Okay, this talks about, you know, the public, you getting public, you know, your reputation, right? So how you show up is significant. But again, for some of you guys, you may not care about your reputation in that way. Like, you know how some people care how they look or how they, you know, show up for other people. Maybe you don't really care. Like, you are actually your authentic self, and you will be honest and say, look, I'm this way when I'm working, or I'm this way when I'm chilling, right? It's like you're like code switching. You know, those who get it know, right? It's like you code switch, right? One minute you're able to be very professional, okay, articulate, whatever the case may be at your job, but then when you're home, it's like, woo, I can, you know, take off the mask. And that's how some of you may feel like. It's like you don't want to be in a situation where you have to wear a mask. Why can't you be your authentic self? Okay, it's not like you're on the phone cussing out customers like, what the beep, what the, you know what I mean? Like, you're not getting that, or you're not effing this, or you're not doing that, right? So even when it comes to like just being your normal self, joking, laughing, okay, maybe you guys could take your time when you do certain things. And that is why when I talk about like fast-paced environments are just not for you, because they're mentally draining maybe. Like, it's not to say that you guys cannot work. You guys can work, whether this is your own business, a 9 to 5, part-time, whatever, right? But it's basically you connecting with things that actually fulfill you. Okay, so having balance is also significant as well, but coming home to yourself, we also have new moon energy. Okay, so take what resonates with that. Okay, we also have friendships that are very significant. So even when it comes to like you finding peace, when it comes to friendships, that is also significant. It's like you guys are not forcing anything. You guys are not, you know, basically whatever it is that you're manifesting when it comes to friendships, you're basically trying to manifest people that align with you, but then you're not forcing it either. So even when it comes to spiritual leadership, it's like you guys are being divinely guided to come together with people that are coming home to themselves, right? At the bottom, we have divine timing. Yeah. Stability could be very significant. Okay. 41, sorry, significant. So we have 4 meaning stability, 1 meaning like leadership. Okay. Being a pioneer, starting something new, self-starter, trailblazing energy as well. 4 and 1 equals 5. So this is change. Okay. Even when it comes to like you completing a cycle, when it comes to friendships, that could be very significant, and you guys could be stepping into your power, right? So yeah, there's something about stepping into your power, authority, peace, right? It's almost like you've come to peace where it's like if you meet people similar to you, amazing. But then if you don't, you're not worried about that. So you don't really care. Yeah. So no need to worry. Okay. So there's something about you not needing to worry, okay, when it comes to certain situations. Now, there's something about not the right time could be very significant. Okay, so take what resonates with that. Like I said, when it comes to rejection, right, you guys could be rejecting other people, or people could be feeling rejected by you right now. But there is something about not the right time could be very significant. Okay, so take what resonates with that, okay? The reason why something is not the right time, because there's something that could be showing up in your energy within the next few weeks. Okay, so that also could be confirmation for some of you, okay? Yeah, so this is saying yes. At the bottom, it's you choosing a new direction and also you believing in yourself, okay? Spirit is saying if you believe, especially you manifesting, because if you have this pull and push energy of, you know, say you want something and you're manifesting it, but then at the same time you're second guessing it, that also makes the universe kind of say like, well, like what's going on? Do you want it or not? You know? So even the universe, like whoever you are being guided by, or, you know, whether this is your highest self, they're a little bit sassy. Okay, they're a little sassy. They're a little bit on the spicy side. Okay, because it's like the universe could be sending you angel numbers, and it almost feels like you're in a chokehold. Okay, like, and when I mean that, I don't mean like literally, I mean like figuratively, jokingly. It's almost like Bart Simpson and Homer. Like, you know, when Bart does something, you know, silly, okay? It's like angel numbers. Like, the angel numbers are showing up in your energy, and you're just like, for some of you. And it's almost like the universe is like Homer, and you're Bart. And they're just like, didn't I tell you? That's what it feels like. It's like, didn't I tell you already to follow what I'm like, you know, like it's like you're just being shooken. Okay, so even that too, surrendering finally and finding peace could be very significant, and actually following the angel numbers, looking them up could be significant, understanding them, and, you know, moving forward with it when it comes to just trusting. That could be very significant, because it almost feels like every time you try to control the situation, or you try to like be very fast and quicker than the universe tries to find a way to be like, look, I'm in control, okay? You're in control, but I'm also in control as well. And that's significant too. It's like you can do whatever you want, but it's not going to work the way you want it to because it's not the right time, right? So there is something about within the next few weeks that could be significant. This could be 1 or 2 weeks from now. And also, like I mentioned before, that Mercury retrograde could have been significant where you guys could feel the residues, okay? The residues that are, you know, still left over. So, you know, even that too, having patience and, you know, having faith that yes, things are going to move forward, but for some of you, maybe it may not be the right time. For some of you, it may be the right time, right? Everybody has a different path, but we can't look at each other and be like, how come they're moving quicker than me? No, right? No. So something is brewing. You guys may feel it. Okay, trust in the energy, trust the path. Whatever messages you're receiving, whether this is from videos, angel numbers, your dreams, whatever you're manifesting, even vision boards could be very significant. Whatever it is that you're doing, continue doing what you need to do, because like I said, you guys are moving forward, okay? But there's no need to worry, okay, when it comes to the situation. But there is something within the next few weeks that is significant, but Spirit is saying no need to worry, okay? So yeah, even when it comes to making new friends, some of you guys could be not worried about that, but maybe just not focused at this time with that, because you guys are focusing on your path, all right? But anyway, take what resonates with you guys at this time. Thank you guys for supporting me, even watching my videos to the end, okay, if you guys do. But I do appreciate you guys. I thank you for sharing, liking, okay, following, or even just supporting in general, whether this is a view, a comment, that it resonates with you, whatever it is that you guys are doing right now with the energy. I really appreciate you guys, okay? And yeah, stay blessed, okay? Stay moving forward. Don't stay stagnant, even if you have to dance it out, okay? Put your head in a pillow and scream it out, whatever, okay? Do what you need to do that feels good to you. Like I said, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, you should meditate like this. Like, who the heck am I to tell you guys how you should meditate? That's why I always say you guys have freedom. I may give you the tools, but then you can take those tools and utilize it the way you want. Be unique in your way of doing it. It's like drawing. You know, you can draw the same character, but everybody draws differently, you know? So take what resonates with that. But thank you guys again. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok. And again, my website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. And I have a coffee account, KO-FI, Mysteriously Unique, one word. All right, guys, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.